I think we will soon enough anyway, face a tremendous threat from without. And I believe, as the great Ronald Reagan once said, if we do not come together as a unified Earth, we will not withstand what's coming.
Navy scientist Sal Pais made some pretty shocking comments in an interview with Jesse Michaels on his YouTube channel, American Alchemy. Now, a lot of these comments are going to be based in just the idea that do we face some sort of threat, right, from this NHI, this non-human intelligence, right, that could be or is, right, allegedly already here on Earth or is coming or has come, all of the above, right? And do we face some sort of threat because of that, right? And what do we need to do to prepare for something like this? Even if we don't think it's on the horizon, should we still prepare either way, right, for something like this? And, I have to admit, I don't really like the idea of sort of doomsday worrying about, that this is happening. I don't think anybody really understands what, if this NHI exists, what they want. And could we even believe them, right, if they told us? And wouldn't there be multiple species with multiple different viewpoints and wants and needs and kind of the good guys and bad guys, right? So, I don't know. You know what? I got 3 clips to show you. Let's start with number 1.
I think we will soon enough anyway, face a tremendous threat from without. And I believe, as the great Ronald Reagan once said, if we do not come together as a unified Earth, we will not withstand what's coming.
Do you think it's already, you have these rumors of the gray aliens sort of collecting biological samples?
I do not know. I truly do not know.
Why do you
there's
think we have
almost
imminent
this
contact? Because that's a really big assertion.
Do you ascribe to the battlefield preparation hypothesis that the vehicles acting aggressively with fighter planes, that the vehicles, overflying the missile fields and shutting missiles off?
Of course, they're testing us.
Hostile.
Do you think so?
Oh, and that's why we should be very careful on putting all our money into reverse engineered ET craft because they already have their own technologies. They know how to defeat their own thing.
Let's be real. If these beings are that advanced, we don't stand a chance, no matter what we did, right? I mean, it's like whipping out an umbrella in the middle of a hurricane. There's just no point, But who knows, right? What do we do? Just sit back and not do anything? Maybe there's a balance, right? But before we start talking about reverse engineering UFO, let's see UFOs first, right? Let's see some prime examples of this working, right? In a press conference, some sort of event to showcase some of these capabilities before we start jumping to doomsday preparation.
I truly think that one day we must unite the factions because I think one day we shall have...
One day? You need now. What do you mean?
Listen, as soon as possible, because I think we have an external enemy. And by external enemy, I mean...
Very external.
Very external.
What are you talking about?
NHI.
NHI.
All right, so we have an external enemy, NHI, like I said, right? I think that needs to be just outright proven before we start jumping, again, like I said before, to preparing for that. But to each their own. I, for one, am not going to be heading down that path. But, you decide. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. I got one more clip left to let the good scientist here explain a little bit further of maybe a potential theory of what exactly is going on here on Earth with these NHI, these aliens. Okay, that's what they mean when they say NHI. They mean aliens.
There's a book out there.
Okay, what's the book?
Charles Ford, Book of the Damned.
Uh-huh.
It starts with very interesting words. It's, I believe we are property. ... Read that book. It's very interesting.
Sure. What's the...
It's for your audience. Let them look into this. Little breadcrumbs.
We're property. So
we are property.
So we're already colonized.
What are we? Again, the whole idea of, are we a civilization with amnesia, as a certain gentleman?
Well,
Graham Hancock,
sure.
So there's some interesting points that he's bringing up here, which is just, there's always this theory going around, and it's fun to speculate, right? Are we being controlled, right? And there's the theory of the Anunnaki, right? That we were sort of created by ET on this planet, right? To mine and to work for them, right? And yeah, this idea that we've just been created for workers, right? We're being controlled, right? That could even indicate a simulation theory, right, to some extent. And just because we're not at the top of the food chain doesn't necessarily mean we're controlled, right? Do we control, like, all the birds on the planet? No, but we're above them in the food chain. You know what I mean? It's like, couldn't we just coexist but not necessarily be controlled, right? I mean, if they're on this planet and they're controlling us, I mean, how? I mean, we kind of control ourselves, right? I don't know. It seems very interesting to me. Now, if we were put here for a specific reason and then we've evolved and that's kind of, fallen away, i.e. Stargate, that whole thing. I don't know, right? It's just very interesting theories. Now, I did look up this book that he talked about, and it is kind of interesting too. Take a look. The Book of the Damned was the first published nonfiction work of American author Charles Fort concerning various types of anomalous phenomena, including UFOs, strange falls of both organic and inorganic materials from the sky, odd weather patterns, the possible existence of creatures generally believed to be mythological, disappearances of people, and many other phenomena. The book is considered to be the first of the specific topic of anomalistics. The title of the book referred to what he termed the damned data that had been damned or excluded by modern science because of their not conforming to accepted belief. So let me know what you think in the comments, y'all. Are we being controlled, right? Now, I do agree that we should be looking into things, right, and trying to study them. And just because something is anomalous or we don't understand it doesn't mean we shouldn't worry about it. And there very well could be this other reality right next to us that we can't even see, right? Or a reality that we can access if we only do certain things with our mind. I mean, I don't know, right? The one thing I know is I don't know anything, right? And I'm not even certain of that, right? So let me know what you think in the comments, right? Do we face some sort of threat, existential threat? Is this enemy, this NHI, right, just looming over us, right? You hear a lot of different things out there. It's hard to know what the heck is going on. So, all right, y'all. We'll see you in the next video. Remember, every day's a gift, y'all. Peace.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep.